open, but it's the good report. Today is Tuesday the 21st of April in 2020. Coming to you live from New York-ish. I'm Andre in the Flow with the crazy mic setup tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. This is a dedicated space for gratitude and appreciation. So glad to see you. We're in day 39. We've been here every night. Holding space for what's good and holding hope in our heart for the best that can come out of the situation. It's not always the sexiest thing to talk about, but in that space we can find, like I said, the hope that we need to get through this thing together. So anyway, welcome to the Good Report. Feel free to leave a comment of what you're grateful for with your day. I believe that holding space for things that you're grateful for just improves your mood. I got to look into the science about this, but I'm sure that there's a correlation between being grateful for what you have and just having an improved mood. That's got to be in a book somewhere. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I want to pick a card now. What card are we going to pick to meditate on tonight? I've never seen them to be that wedged in the situation. When should I stop shuffling these angel cards? These very they just jumped out of my hands. All right, so the last one that's going into the deck is the one that we're going to read for the day. Because I am a hot mess tonight, but I still want to hold space for light and love. Because I believe that even hot mess people are still lovable. Tonight's card that I picked is Synthesis. Let's see what this card means. Synthesis. Act with a win-win attitude. Use your creativity and sensitivity to blend all the diverse parts into a unified whole. Wow. All of those wonderful, beautiful parts of you into a unified whole. Act with a win-win attitude. Use your creativity and sensitivity to blend all the diverse parts into a unified whole. Wow. Synthesis. act with a win-win attitude. No matter what, I'm going to be okay. Boldly proclaim that over your life. Boldly proclaim that over your life. I have a win-win attitude. Okay, well, I hope that you all have had a great day. Let me know how coronavirus is affecting you. The whole reason why we gather here is not so I can talk about my bullshit, but so that we can all just gather around a watering hole, if you will, if we could gather around the well and just speak about what actually went well today, if things went well, but then also be like, look, I struggled today, and I need the strength of the community. I can't do this alone. There's so many people that are in isolation right now. So many people in isolation. But so many people in isolation. But we can come here and just find a space of gratitude. And so as we do every night, I'm just going to call everyone into this present moment, this 9:31 Eastern Standard Time, whatever your time is, this moment of now. I just hold space for that the past that may have been nagging at you and the regrets you may have had, the things you feel guilty and ashamed about, all of those things, they can fall away now. They can fall away now. And all of the fears you have about tomorrow and the day after that, and the conversations that you have to have, and the work that we have to get to, and the provisions that need to be made, like, just if you could just drop it just for a moment. You can pick it up later if you want to, but just drop it just for the moment. And just allow yourself to just be here. Just right here. In this space of perfect love, gratitude, and plenty. Just come here. Just here. Into the present moment. Nothing woo-woo, nothing weird. Just a breath in, and a breath out. That's all it takes to just get you right here. Right here. It's a wonderful place. I found it to be... Oh, I've got a comment here. I found it to be a place of... so much serenity, the present moment. CJ, good to see you again, my dear friend. Hey, love is in the air. I had to send my car in and get it fixed. And of course, the timing is, yeah. But I'm still looking up, spreading good vibes. Yes, we spread good vibes to you and your situation with your car as well. I mean, when do you think you're going to get it back? And are you needing to be out and about right now, or it's just a form of freedom for you? all of these questions. I have, while still wishing you the good vibes that you're giving out back to you tenfold, my friend. Man, these adulting. Thank you everyone who's passed through to just be tonight. I gather here around 8:30 tonight. I was like an hour late. I had a something to tend to. And so we were a little later tonight, but this space is all about just yeah. CJ says haven't been able to do much in a month. Hopefully a few days. I know. Who knows how long we're gonna be in the house? My count when I started going live, and I think I had already been home a few days before that, but anyway, my official count is day 39. Yeah, I really hope that it's a cheap fix for you as well, my friend. Yeah, it'll be a cheap fix. It'll be a cheap fix. Bryce, so good to see you, beloved sister, beloved Queen Bryce. Good to see you. I hope that you're feeling loved today. I hope that you're feeling supported today. I hope that you're feeling valued and uplifted today. I hope that all is well in your world, friends. I really do. I really, really do. Speaking of awesome friends, I think some people were those of you who've been watching, maybe not the whole time, but watching enough, you know that a few days ago, my dear friend Renee sent me this coloring book. Be Still and Know. And so they're like blank pages for this room is just not, this is not a professional setup. This is like me in my basement. Oh man. So anyway, it's a coloring book. And then a couple days later, today in the mail, there is a pencil sharpener. Because I was like, oh, this is weird, a little bit strange. I'm gonna have this coloring book, but I don't know what I'm gonna color it with because all of my crayons are at the job that fired me. So it's like, if all of my crayons are at the job that fired me, then I guess I need to figure out how I'm gonna get some new colored pencils. And then guess what came? Look at that. Look at all of that. Color pencils. A twist, and this is like a fancy new pencil sharpener. Our little shits would have the little things go everywhere. This is, you just put it in there and twist it, and all of a sudden you get a new ant. Anyway, I could not be happier. The child in me, my inner Andre, is so happy to have a spiritual coloring book with pencils. So thank you, Renee. Renee and I work together out at a healthcare center in Wyoming, and we've just been best of friends. And Renee from all the way in Wyoming sent me all of these supplies to help soothe this path. It's crazy. CJ says, love, I hope you're doing well in New York, my friend. I've been thinking about all my friends in New York. It's just been a mind fuck mostly. I've stopped watching the news and the press releases because it's just a lot. I think there are still hundreds of people who are, I usually look this up in Community. Where's my phone? Yeah, I don't know how many people passed last night from coronavirus. I went out and did a little bit of grocery shopping for meats and things like that to sustain me for about another month. If I don't, eat everything in the damn house, then then I'll be able to last another month in here with just the rice and beans and a little meat here and there, just as a little treat. And I got some sweets, ice creams and such. So I can stay in the house for another month if I really, really have to. I don't really want to. I just miss my city. Anyway, I'm being ridiculous, but you all know what that's about. And then I think we talked about it yesterday. They canceled Pride. All of the parades here. Puerto Rican Day Parade, everything. Canceled. Ooh. So in Buddhism, we don't ignore any of it. We don't slap it under the rug. We don't plead the blood of Jesus over it. We don't do any of that. We just acknowledge it. And so I'm very disappointed that there's no Pride this summer and no beach this summer. I'm very disappointed about that. And so then my Buddhist teaching teaches me to say, to name it. This disappointment, this sadness, this anger, and somehow just naming it out loud puts it outside of me, gives me a little bit of distance, a little space from it so that it doesn't overtake me. I'm just dealing with this disappointment. Is anybody out there picking up what I'm putting down? Kind of weaving in and out of planes, but yeah, I don't have to. I don't have to be disappointed and live however long we're in the house. I've been in the house for 39 days. I haven't left my block in 39 days. So however much longer this lasts, I need to be able to name what I'm experiencing and just not allow it to overtake me, but say this disappointment, this anger, this anxiety about being on the same block for 39 days. It's a lot. CJ says I was heartbroken over it too. Yeah, lots of sadness in the world. And then Bryce says picking it all the way up. Yeah, this is a challenge. This is a challenge. And for a lot of us, it ain't got nothing to do with money or anything like that. And for some of us, and for a lot of us, it does. But this is a mental thing. You know what I mean? This is kind of how much of the middle path can I take? And I'm gonna explain what the fuck I'm talking about. How much, I don't need to swing to the extremes. I don't need to think that everything is gonna be okay, because I don't know that everything's gonna be okay, because shit's falling apart everywhere. So that's one extreme, and then the other extreme is so the extreme of everything's gonna be okay, and then the other extreme is everything's gonna fall apart, and it's gonna be we're gonna be all out here on these bread lines and hoeing, selling my ass for some rent. That's the other end. We gotta find the middle of the road where it's not going to be the worst of times, but it's not going to be the best of times. It's going to be something that we just walk through together. I will see Bryce on the other side of this. Where we're oh my God, remember those years during the coronavirus? Yeah, girl, that was crazy. And we're just going to continue to walk hand in hand through this together. That's why we're here. But yeah, we're gonna. I believe in the community. I believe in people. I believe in our capacity to unite in love. We see it. We see glimpses of it all the time. People, pulling cars off of people. people resuscitating strangers, people giving, their organs to strangers or to loved ones. I mean, we see these acts of kindness all the time. And so those things are still remaining in the midst of deep sadness. And I was talking to a collaborative colleague about this today. I'm giving everybody a pass, especially the people who are not doing harm. If you're not harming anybody, you're just a little agitated, you're acting out, you got the munchies like I do right now, whatever your situation. Right, I'm not trying to be selling my ass, CJ. But whatever your situation, I'll tell you what, not pushing against it, but just kind of allowing it to just be exactly as it is could be the thing that just sets you free. And like I said, it's not too far to the left, it's not too far to the right, it's just right like in the middle. It's like, wow, like I don't know nothing about the future or the past. I'm just going to be right here, and I'm going to receive the information. I'm going to receive the information as it comes in off the news channels and things like that, but I'm not going to be reactive. I'm not going to keep my blood pressure up and down. I'm not going to create this stress on my body temple. I'm not going to weaken my immune system in this way. I'm just going to just like the coloring book front says, I'm just going to be still and know. The same divine hand that has kept me and protected me and kept me safe for the last 36 years will continue to do so as long as fit. Never alone, never forsaken. So, anyway, thank you so much for hopping through. That's what I do every night, 8:30. I'm just a human being. Flaws and all, just like you, just holding space, sitting here at this well, and just saying, hey, I hope you're making it in this coronavirus. I hope that you're staying safe as you can be, whatever your life condition. CJ says, it's like walking on a balance beam. You see the end and you focus on it versus seeing all the crazy on the side. That's right, friend. That's right. Stay focused on your beam. Stay focused on the middle. Stay balanced. There's so much stuff down in the pit. Stay balanced. Stay focused. Just keep moving across. Just keep moving across. A little at a time. No sprints, no jogs, no need for sudden movements. In Buddhism we call it nimbleness. Just nimbly walk across that beam. That balance beam. I love that, CJ. Thank you for that. That's where I'm trying to be. With everything that I read in the news, I want to embrace it with equanimity. I want to embrace it with this gentleness of heart that's like, oh, that's the suffering in the world. Ooh, that's the suffering in the world, but I too dream of a brighter day. See what I'm saying? You're taking in all this news, all this suffering. I read this this 5-year-old child who's a daughter of first responders who died from COVID. This 5-year-old baby Skylar. Oh, baby Skylar. And I said in my Facebook post, it's like, I'm so very, very, very sorry. For those of us who remain, for those of us who are here, Let's stay as safe as we can and keep balancing out our hearts. Like, let's not get so heavy in the mind that we forget the heart. Let's not get so heavy in the heart that we forget the mind. Let's find that balance between the two, where we're leading with wisdom and compassion, head and heart, wisdom and compassion. May we have more wisdom and more compassion. May when we see acts that lack compassion, like all of the people in Georgia that are going to be allowed to be back out on Friday and then everywhere next week, when we see those moments that we just kind of speak compassionately and just say, friend, loved ones, do you want to be a casualty? Do you want to be a casualty? I love you. I love you enough to tell you that, like, this is not what Dr. Fauci. I listen to that man. Dr. Fauci has not told us yet that this is safe. This man's watching the numbers and has been watching the numbers for like 80 years. He's at odds with the so-called president about this. Dr. Fauci has not told us that it's okay for us to go back to work. Child. Just know that I love you. All right. So as we do every night, settling into my energy and stop being a goofball, I'm going to just open up my palms to just hold in this space a huge field of love. Call it God, call it source, call it spirit, whatever. We invite that in to this space right now. We also encourage all who are suffering in the world, including ourselves, to just come into this space. All who are suffering, all who are in pain, all who are having to go into their work conditions and be placed in unsafe environments, all for the greater good of society. People who are in fear. I have friends who I talk to who are in fear. May their energy just step into this space and just feel love. The love that we're just holding right now. May they be comforted. Can't leave the house to actually go and help those who are doing the most impactful work. And so the best that I can do is to reach out to those in my community who are on the front lines and let them know that I love them and they're supported, and that I'm really hoping for the best outcome for them in their vocation situation, but also that we as a society value them more. And I let them know that I'm supporting that too. I'm not only clapping, but I'm also supporting that they get their raises. And people like nurses and teachers will actually be revered in society for the gifts. I know there's a lot of parents that are in my community that are pulling their hair out one strand at a time. I think they see the value now of what teachers bring. It's more than what they thought. A lot of what the teachers were saying was true. And so can we revere them and get them paid their due? Because they're raising our kids. They're raising a whole generation of kids. The teachers are. The parents are footing the responsibility for, food, clothing, shelter, and things like that. But the teachers are co-parenting with all. We see this now very clearly. And I'm speaking, I know some of you want to punch me in the mouth. I'm speaking from a place of high ignorance, because I ain't got a chicken or a child. But from what the experiences of what I've seen and witnessed and what I'm picking up, a lot of parents are really seeing the value of the rearing of the children that the teachers and the mentors in their kids' lives are giving. They need to be compensated as such from a societal standpoint when this is all said and done. And I can't even say when this is all said and done. When we can, as we progress through this, let us honor them not only with the claps, but also with the actual validation in legislation and money. Ducats, doll hairs, Benjamins. Anyway, every night I call them in to give them our cosmic hugs and then end up on a tangent about how we should pay them. It's going to happen. Today is day 39. We've been going for 39 days now here together. By the way, let me know if you want to come on and chat with me anytime. I'm always open to that. This is not even about me. I wish y'all knew that. This ain't about me. It's about us. It's about us. So, anyway, on that note, thank you so much for holding space for gratitude and appreciation tonight. I hope that you know that there is a space on the earth where every night we're just coming in here and just being with each other. And CJ's sharing things with me about, like, yeah, I get what you're saying. It's like walking on a balance beam. We need to be walking on our personal balance beam right now. Mentally getting through this. I know a lot of us are on the brink, man. This is tough. We've not been pressed to the edges like this. But we got to walk on the balance beam of life. CJ said you just see the end and you just focus on it. We see the end and we focus on it. Thank you, CJ, for coming. Like, I didn't know CJ was going to be here tonight. I didn't know anybody was going to be here tonight. Thank you, CJ, for coming in here and sharing that with me. I will hold that as a visual for the next day, for days to come. I need to see my life right now, energetically and spiritually, as walking on a balance beam. I see the end and I focus on it. Okay. Have a very good night. I love you. I love you. I love you. I'm here every night at 8:30 or roundabouts. Just doing this. Little Miss Muffet setting on her tuffet of gratitude and appreciation. I love you. I love you. I love you. Bryce, you're loved, boo. Oh, everybody. Everybody. Just know that you're loved. And I can't wait to toast and share, physical space with all of you when we're on the other side of this. Have a great night. I love you.